Hello Taurus, Elsie here to do a reading for you. It is a bonus read, Taurus. Thanks so much for clicking here. I appreciate you, Taurus. I'm here to do a bonus read. And if you've been here before, if you're my ride or die, you know what goes down, right? We do a reading that is for the current energy or the future energy. I'm not reading into the past. So if anything shows up in the past, I will acknowledge it, but I won't dig into it. That's my job. I got to acknowledge it. If you are brand new, if you're a Taurus and you're cross-watching a Taurus, or you're a Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, we have a very large Taurus tribe here. If you'd like to join us, there is a subscription button in the bottom right-hand corner if you're interested. Let's find out what's going on for Taurus. Okay, there it is. We've got the Five of Pentacles. Why are we starting out with the Five of Pentacles here? We've got the Four of Swords. So you're healing from something here, Taurus. I want to say that there is someone here that I feel, I'm going to say that you've realized this person cannot keep up with you. That this is somebody here who I feel, yeah, it feels like there's a vibrational difference here with you and someone else. The Five of Pentacles tells me that you feel like you're out in the cold. But what I want to say that the reason that you feel out in the cold is because you're ready to head to the new vibration. And there is somebody here who can't come with you or can't keep up. The Five of Pentacles tells me that you're putting yourself on the outside looking in. That you've decided that, yeah, it's like you're turning your back on something. You're having to feel like be a little bit cold, I want to say. And somebody here, I feel, has always depended on you or has been codependent on you. And you're actually in a place where I feel like you can't help anyone else because you're trying to heal yourself, right? A lot of people maybe depend on you, Taurus, and you're trying to take time out for you. Trying to maybe, it could be health that you're healing. It could be you're trying to get some sort of mental stability. It feels like you need some time alone for sure. It's time for you to take time for yourself, Taurus. You got to lay down and take care, I'm going to say. You've helped enough people, but I feel like you've worn yourself down to a nub, is what it feels like here. You've worn yourself out, helping everybody. It's time for you to do something inward for yourself here. I've got the Nine Cups here. I feel like you need to rest because it feels like you're about to change vibrations or go to the ending of a cycle here. It does feel like with the Nine of Cups here that you are about to come into alignment with the things that you want. But it almost feels like you're not ready for it. Her legs are crossed, her arms are crossed, which is telling me that she's not accepting it or that she's not ready to accept it. The Nine Cups that are behind her here on this table tells me that things are about to come into alignment, but it feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like this Five of Pentacles is in the way because there are people in your life, Taurus, that you don't want to leave behind. And I feel like you're going to be forced to leave some people behind in order for you to get into your wish fulfillment or into your happiness. It feels like you're coming to the end of a cycle. And the cycle is, I feel like there are a lot of people who have been sort of sipping on your energy here, your intuitive energy, and it feels like it's really depleted you. Tell me about the Four of Swords, please. Got the Ace of Swords. I feel like you come to a realization that I'm running myself into the ground to support everybody around me, but I'm not drinking for myself. So the Ace of Swords is the aha moment or the revelation that I really have to say something. The thing is that when you get into this place where you're so worn down, it feels like sometimes it comes off as combative, or people might tell you you're combative. And I feel like that's why you wear yourself down, because you don't want the argument. But I feel like the Ace of Swords is telling me that if you don't rest, you can't have what's coming up. We do have the Magician. Yeah, it's the intuitive self. It's this, it's knowing that you have the tools, but the tools aren't working. It's a realization that I have to use the tools as they've been given to me in order to move forward, because you're very capable and you're very skilled and you have a lot of skills. But I feel like you've been leaving yourself out, I want to say. Your manifestations are on point, but I feel like you have been headed in the wrong direction. It feels like you've been, you're trying to disconnect from people who are no longer able to come to the next vibration. And I feel like you're manifesting cutting people out or just keeping to yourself. The Four of Swords is like intermittent communication. I don't really want to talk to people. I need to keep to myself. It feels like there is something new that's coming up here, and it's going to require all of your energy. You're about to get on some sort of path of growth and excitement, and here the sun is shining. We've got some accomplishments in the background. We've got water. So it feels like the universe is about to offer you some sort of beautiful opportunity, but in order for you to get that opportunity, you need to learn how to take care of yourself, because if you receive that opportunity and you're still in this self-sacrificing mode, you're just going to give it away to others. So I feel like that the magician is here to tell you to use all your tools to heal the self, and to get a little bit harder to deal with when it comes to people who want your energy, your time. Tell me what the Nine of Cups is. We've got the Star energy. We've got the Knight of Cups. We've got the Fool. And we've got the King of Swords. So Taurus, it feels like here that you really do have to make a decision to heal the self. That you must be happy in order to be able to draw happiness to you. If you are depleted, you will constantly draw depletion toward you. So I feel like it's time for you to rest, time for you to heal. I want to say that it's time for you to get better balance in your emotional energy. And this is taking a long time because you are an overgiver. I feel like the Fool and the King of Swords is telling me that you are about to say something to these other people who have been codependent with you, who've been following you around, expecting you to give them all of your energy while you reserve none for yourself. I feel like the King of Swords is telling me here that you will be saying something that it was so impactful, it is going to change a lot of things or transform something here. The Fool is here, and I feel like you're going to be telling people, look, I just need to be by myself. I need to take care of me. This is a new day or a new dawn for you. It feels like this is something you haven't done before. It's taken you a really long time because the Knight of Cups is the passive knight, is the one who is being so careful with what they're saying to people, right? The passive knight is the one who's carrying this cup and moving so slowly because I don't want to spill not even a drop of my emotions. But I feel like the Star is telling me that you're healing and getting some sort of a balance, which is taking you to the Fool and the King of Swords. The King of Swords is the one who is very honest and very truthful, makes the final decision, and doesn't really speak out all the time, but when you do speak out, people listen, and your words have impact. They actually have transformation. Whatever you're about to tell these people who have been draining your life force here is going to open a door to a new chapter for you of speaking out for yourself, because I feel like up till now, you weren't telling anybody how you felt about a situation because you didn't want to be seen as the King of Swords. You don't want to be seen as combative, right? We've got the 5 and the 1 here, which is, the 4 and the 1 here, which is 5. And so I feel like you weren't saying anything because of intrusive thoughts. Well, what if they don't like me? I want to be likable. I feel like in order to get this Nine of Cups energy, this wish fulfillment, you have to learn how to stand up and say, no, I can't continue to give you what I don't have. Tell me about the 5 of Pentacles here. We do have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, we do have the King of Cups, and we have the Temperance card. Look, the King of Cups for me is the person who has tough love. They are someone who's really good at weathering the storm and not really showing anybody on the surface that you're really sort of defensive or that you're exhausted. It feels like you need to take the higher ground in something, and I feel like the King of Swords and the King of Cups are going to help you do that. The energy of the King of Cups is somebody who is is like, I love you, but stop that. Like, you can't keep doing that to me. I feel like the King of Cups and the Temperance energy is telling me that you are having patience with somebody, but you're taking the higher ground and saying, you can't keep following me around expecting that I'm going to be able to give you something from an empty cup. So I feel like this energy is telling me that if you want your happiness, your fulfillment, emotional fulfillment, that you're going to have to take back your power and do it yourself here. Tell me about the 4 of Swords. It's like this. I'm going to give you the energy here of what the foundation needs to look like in order for you to heal. Okay, we'll look at them. I don't like to give back the blessings. So we do have the World card, we have the Death card, and we have the Eight of Wands. So I feel like you're going to have to close the door on something here. It does feel like there is a transition, and the transformation or transition is coming with this Five of Pentacles. No more allowing people to take from you without replenishing. And the World card tells me this is actually something that you would consider to be an accomplishment. It does feel like it's something that you do that needs to stop, needs to come to an end. And the World card is all of the fixed energies. Taurus, you are a fixed energy. This is Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We have Scorpio here, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have Aries here as well. We have Gemini here as well. And so it feels like this energy of the World card tells me it's got to come to a stop. The only way you can have the Fool energy is by first coming to the end of the cycle, which goes to the World card, which means that a chapter is closing. And it really is closing with the Death card here. It feels like you've had some sort of transformational energy that's going to propel you forward from here, but you are leaving some people behind. It feels like in this Five of Pentacles energy. I feel like you are taking the higher ground. You're going to be very kind as you can be with this King of Cups energy who's giving tough love. And I feel like you're hoping to balance the situation. It's the only way that you can have this new path that you're looking for, that you're manifesting, is by being a little bit tough with people and moving on where is applicable. 4, 5, 6 swords is here. Getting out of the chaotic mindset and moving to a place where you're now making decisions that are best for you or best for everyone involved. The King of Swords to me is the final word. This is the official person. And so it feels like you're embodying that energy of, I've got to make the better decisions for myself because a new chapter is here. And I've been moving slowly at the new chapter because I don't want to leave people behind. But the truth is we can't wait for other people to transform. Your transformation is here and you've got to take it regardless of who you're leaving in an old vibration. You've got to move forward, friend. I know it's tough. Tell me what the outcome is here for Taurus, please. We've got the Devil energy here. So I feel like what you're leaving behind is people who are codependent. And that's what I was saying about the Five of Pentacles. It was giving me that energy before the Devil showed up. So it feels like there is somebody here who is in your life who has an addiction, or somebody who refuses to let go of the past, somebody who's obsessively doing something that is hurting them spiritually, personally, financially. It feels like somebody here keeps doing the same cycle over and over obsessively, but you have stopped the cycle of addiction. You are the cycle breaker process, possibly in your family or your friend group, and you can no longer stand before the Devil here with a straight face. It's like you can't do this anymore. It feels like this Five of Pentacles is what I was saying. It's codependency. People who are following you around or trying to connect to your energy because they know that you are the fixer. So it feels like what you're ending here is this codependency. It's like this chain that's here. This chain that's here is being broken by the Death card here. That you're ending something so you can move forward. You're carrying dead weight here, Taurus, is what it looks like. Whether that's a friend group, a job that you hate, or a family member who is toxic as fuck. Like it feels like you're letting go of somebody that you've been allowing or you've been dragging around all this time. And it's just depleting your energy. The Four of Cups is here, but it's in the reverse. So it does feel like you're ready now to make a decision that you weren't ready to make before. I feel like you're ready to come out of the comfort zone, which is keeping everyone else comfortable. So it never was really your comfort zone. It was a place where you remained to keep everyone else around you comfortable. So you didn't say it. You didn't do it. You didn't take actions. Oh, look at that. And look, we call it out and it shows up, right? I did say 4, 5, 6. And then the 6 of Swords shows up and says, yeah, you're absolutely correct. It's time for you to get out of the chaos of keeping everyone else comfortable while you remain uncomfortable. Tell me what's coming up in the future here. Around the corner. We've got the Six of Wands, victory. We've got the Page of Pentacles. I love it. Look at that energy. Look, it really is people that you're stuck to. Like it's people that someone you've known since childhood. Maybe it's a group of people that is your soul tribe. Maybe it's a family member. Maybe it's a really good friend or someone that you've been going through cycles and cycles of breaking up, getting back together, breaking up, getting back together. It feels like this is the final break. It feels like you finally need the justice. And I feel like when you do make the final break and you do the right thing for yourself, it feels like the Justice card shows up here and says, well, that's because it was a good choice to make. Plus, I feel like you're going to be meeting someone else. If we are talking about someone who's breaking a commitment, possibly a codependent relationship, if you're breaking away from someone who was not necessarily truthful for you, maybe they kept telling you, look, I'm happy, or you kept telling them, look, I'm happy, but it was a lie. It feels like that's the thing that's coming to an end here. That's the thing that you might be releasing. And when the Hierophant shows up, it's because you've learned a lesson that not everybody that's been with you since the beginning gets to go to you with the next vibration. Sometimes you have to go there alone, and it's because you need to do the right thing for you. So we've got here the Six of Wands. It tells me that you've been through a hard cycle here. Six of Wands is about coming from the war, coming from the fight, and now you're stepping across the line to home. And I think the home for you is the Page of Pentacles. It's something that you've had your eye on in the distance for a while, something that is just for you. It's like giving you grounding, or it's the ground level of something. It could be a new job. It could be something that it feels like it's time for you to grow. You can't stay at this. You can't stay at the ground level anymore. It's time for you to plant the pentacle and move forward here. We do have the Wheel of Fortune that tells me if you decide to plant that pentacle, everything is going to expand for you. It's taken you a long time to get here, but the Wheel of Fortune is telling me it's time for your financial situation to change. It's time for you to change who you're looking at face to face. It's time for you to realize that you have worth. You're at the ground level here, and it's somebody here who I feel is coming out of this people-pleasing mode into a place where it's like a drastic change of events, because you're going from someone who is allowing someone to follow you around and you leading everybody to what they needed, not getting what you needed, staying in lack. But it's like going from the Five of Pentacles to the King of Swords, and it's because the Wheel of Fortune demands change is what it is. All right, I'm going to leave that right there. Thank you, Taurus, for being here. I'll be back because I'm always back. Love you guys so much, and I'm out. See you later. Bye.